This is Group 6's presentation of Airborne Express. How and why has the express mail industry structure evolved in recent years? The threat of new entrants has decreased. The express mail industry has become more consolidated over the last few years, with the big three serving 85% of the market. At least two factors are making entrance into the market challenging: the necessity for large and expensive air fleet to deliver mail timely, and advanced technology infrastructure to compete with the existing companies on additional customer benefits, such as tracking information. The bargaining power of suppliers has changed in recent years. The carriers are relying more heavily on the products provided by the suppliers. The bargaining power of buyers has increased. Consumers have a choice and are selecting a carrier based on the factors other than brand loyalty. The threat of substitute products has increased with higher use of fax and email, both of which are speedier and essentially free. The intensity of rivalry has increased to the big three. Since the consumers have a choice, each carrier needs to invest heavily into new technology and processes to remain competitive. How have the changes affected small competitors? The big three are serving 85% of the market. Smaller competitors have focused on other markets, such as international and heavy cargo. Their focused shift to other markets is likely a wise one, as it's becoming very difficult to compete in the established domestic express mail market. How has Airborne survived and recently prospered in its industry? Airborne targeted customers based on the strength of the company and the customer's needs. They didn't spend money on mass media advertising. Independent contractors were responsible for pickup and delivery, reducing company-owned pickup and delivery expenses by 10% compared to competitors. 30% of Airborne's volume was actually ground long-haul delivery, never in the planes. Airborne was able to reduce costs by owning their airport hub. Being part of the Community Reinvestment Act zone led to reduced property taxes. Leasing warehouses on property to business customers also helped keep costs low. It purchased used airplanes and refurbished them to fit their needs. Airborne had a cost-conscious culture where executives answered their own phones and headquarters were designed to be functional. Airborne invested selectively in technology, relied on competitors to find the best technology, and wouldn't introduce new technology unless there was a clear benefit to do so. Sorting operations were delegated to human workers over automation. Workers were part-time, paid low wages, and only half of all employees were union represented. This allowed Airborne to be ready and able to pick up slack when competitors were experiencing union strikes. While FedEx and UPS invested heavily in international shipping operations, Airborne remained modest and took a variable cost approach to international shipments using commercial airlines and local partners to complete shipments. Airborne formed an alliance with RPS, working together to utilize each company's individual strengths, RPS on the ground and Airborne in the air. Here is the analysis of FedEx versus Airborne's cost of shipping a letter overnight. With FedEx, it costs $9, whereas with Airborne, it costs $8.46. Airborne's sources of advantage are its use of independent contractors for pickup and delivery. It delivers between 50 metro areas. It gives savings to large corporate customers rather than advertising. It has few service centers, and it has more personal customer service due to lack of technology. What must Airborne's president do in order to strengthen the company's position? Airborne should leverage its partnership with RPS for its ground transport services and incorporate RPS's superior information and tracking capabilities. Airborne should align RPS and Airborne's processes and systems to become a fully integrated ground and air services company. Then Airborne should start offering overnight ground delivery. It should develop advertising efforts to expand shipping and receiving beyond metro areas and focus the sales force on developing flexible and solution-oriented services for its customers. It should also consider an alliance with an international partner for expanding its international operations. Why haven't FedEx or UPS simply trampled them with their larger size? Airborne made very deliberate and difficult trade-offs in the form of targeting large businesses and ignoring the general consumer. It has a large and relationship-oriented sales team and limited advertising and marketing efforts. It has no retail stores, only drop-off abilities. 80 to 85% of its business is within the top 50 metro areas, thereby essentially ignoring rural locations. It delivers by noon instead of at 10:30 a.m., which allows for better utilization rates. It has slightly lower reliability rates of 96 to 99%. Its patented cargo container reduces aircraft customization. It purchased a private airport and constructed warehousing facilities. It has custom and specialized delivery options for key accounts.